Uh-huh. Think I've fixed it. Okay. Hopefully all good now. I don't know what the audio is like though. Might be way too loud. Okay. So I think I need to replace the backspace key on this. Before I get into doing any fixing anything else. Nice. Thanks for confirming, Mia. Okay, this one goes into this one. And then this one. Wait. Yes. This one goes in here, and this one goes in a USB. Okay. I just want to fix this keyboard up, then fix some code. Okay, so let's... Oh, how can I remember how to use this keyboard? I haven't used it for a while. Let's go... Hope I didn't break the camera again. Have I? Oh no! Okay, so the camera comes back on. Yep, working. If it's set to 640 by 360, so it's USB camera, 640 by 360. And then on this one, yeah, that's set. So the camera's not working on one of the other desktops. I don't know what the difference is. Let's try copying this one, which is Control-C, Control-V. Delete this one. Oh, where's my delete key? I haven't used this keyboard in such a long time. Okay, now we shrink this down. Okay. And... Oh, no, transform. Set horizontally. And move to top. Okay, there's no move to top. Well, up we go. You know what? Close enough. We're doing all of this live. Right, I'm going to try and work out what's wrong with this keyboard first. I think... Oh wow. Yeah. So, there's my backspace, and the backspace is occasionally double backspacing. Yeah, okay, so it's this one. Right. Oh, this is gonna mess with my mind. Okay, there we go. Right. It's gonna take me a while to get used to this keyboard again, which should be fun. So, we're gonna replace one of these switches. Found my mute button. Delete that one. And let's try and keep this out of the way. very clean workspace. Hopefully I can do this pretty fast. I should probably take this thing apart and clean it completely, because I've been using it for years, every single day. So it's probably pretty grim in there. Luckily my web camera is super low quality, so you can't even see it. Just pretend it's really clean. I suppose I could air can it. Oopsie. Should preheat this up as well. I haven't used the soldering iron in I don't know how long. Okay. And I'm gonna have to go get my desolder thing. Can't remember what that's called. Advertising them. Right. Let's keep these in here. Useful box. Whee! There's a lot of things falling out this keyboard that I don't want to think too hard about. I don't know how hot I should get the soldering iron. Oh no, I need my sponge as well. Okay, let's turn this off until I can get a sponge, because I'm going to end up with a very hot soldering iron. If I can find it. One more. Okay. Let's make sure I tweeted this as well. Okay, need to get my desoldering gun. Right. Got all the bits I need now. Get that hot. And find the switch. So I'm going to desolder from the back. Also going to have to... yeah, let's get this top plate off. Oh, yeah, I need to take this apart and deep clean the whole thing at some point. And it's this little one. Right. Yes. How does this pop out? I think I desolder from the back, and then the switch will take a bit of force to get it out, but I think the rest can stay. Uh-oh! I've lost a stabilizer. That's not good. These are going to be a nightmare to get back in. I remember installing them in the first place and it was pain. Oh god. Oh dear. Okay. Let's get this nice and hot. And I'm gonna get something to put the solder on. Yeah, this table doesn't look good already. Still not super hot yet. I can feel some heat coming off of it, but it's not quite there, I don't think. So which switch is it? It is this one, so this one. There's not an awful lot of solder on that. Maybe it's just... Could it just be the contact, I wonder, and not the switch? I suppose it could be. It could just be that I need more solder. I did a really bad soldering job on this. I'm going to swap the switch out anyway, and then maybe touch some of them up. Top them up with a bit more. Can't hurt. Right. You hot enough yet? Okay, there's a bit of a hiss. Good enough. So we get our sucker ready, and it is this one. Do not touch any other parts. This is always so difficult. Hot enough. Maybe. Try putting some more solder on it first and see if that actually fixes it. And if not, it should be easier to at least get it back off. Don't think it's hot enough. I'm gonna give it some more time. Yeah, I'm thinking we give it a bit more solder. I think it's got a decent connection. Some of these are a bit dubious. Like, I don't know how they've ever worked. But I think that one's solid. Can't really see any of them. Just don't know how I'm gonna get this out, because the solder's like really deep inside. You hot yet? It's hissing, but... What switch do I put in as well? These ones are all solid black cherry browns. And I have a mixture here. I don't know what the difference is between this clear topped brown and this one. Maybe there isn't a difference. Maybe it's the same thing. The clear ones are probably better actually for... Oh, these aren't even cherries, they're Gatorons. Ah, right. So I must have put Gatorons in a keyboard. Maybe they're in this one. Yeah. Oh, so this one's Gatorons. Ooh. Whoops. My bad. Oh, there's a replacement switch. Okay, let's see if this is hot enough yet. Do not touch the board. Yeah, definitely hot enough now. This is probably not going to work very well. Come on. Bring it to the surface, but that's not very helpful. This fan is probably saving my lungs, but not very good for keeping the soldering iron hot. Getting anything out of there. So will I just be able to pop this straight through, I wonder? Maybe I can. Okay, there's clips here. Right. So we'll play with the clips. Want that one, that one. Okay. Oh wow, maybe this is just gonna come straight out. Maybe it's not soldered in. Seems like it. Or is that the top of the switch coming off? I think it might be the top. Aha! Okay. That shows how good my solder job was, I guess. very good at all. Can we unclip this? Let's have a look inside. Needs a weird amount of tension. Meh. There's certain devices you can get that pop the switches open. Right, so I'm going to put this one in instead. And it goes just like... Let's turn this down. It's probably way too hot now. Just like this. I'm going to make sure the pins are over the holes. I'm going to turn that off because I feel like that's getting very hot. I think I can hear, smell solder burning. Aha! Straight in. Straight through both holes. Excellent. Right. Now, a little bit of solder. Okay, let's turn this back on. Even though it's crazy, crazy hot right now. Wipe it clean. Okay, let's go. This is the only switch I need to do, thankfully, because this would take me days. And a little more on the side. Okay. A little better. And then just this one. Soldering on a desk this messy is definitely safe, right? Okay. That could be it. Let us see. Then if this works, we can use it to program. Should be nice. Ooh. Okay, so we only need to plug in one side of the keyboard. How about... Wait, where's the cable go? Around there, around here. This one. Okay, I mean it turns back on, which is nice. It's not dead. Let's go into here, type some stuff. Okay. No double pressing. We fixed. I think we are good. Well, some of this soldering is hanging on by the skin of its teeth. That is probably not a great sign, is it? Well, until it is a problem, I think I will pretend it's fine. Okay, maybe one little top up. Just a little bit. I've just seen one that I can do. This one down here is hanging on with hopes and dreams. Okay. Oh, you're not hot enough now. Oh, come on. Okay, let that heat up a sec. It's just this little switch here. This one is hanging on just like the other one was. And I wonder if the switch was fine. I wonder if this was just literally not soldered on properly. Could be. I'm sorry, little cherry switch, you are going in the bin. I don't trust you. Okay. You hot enough yet? Ooh, I can feel it on my face, so probably. Yeah. Come on. Come on. it's not. Probably shouldn't be touching lead and then touching my keyboards and mice and stuff. Come on, you gotta be on off now, alright? Right? Oh, yep, almost. Okay, max temperature. I want to get to merging some PRs. I'm trying to learn how to use this keyboard again. I've been using this plank for a few weeks. Oh, here we go. Come on. Yeah, there it is. A nice, ugly, big ball of solder. I prescribe to the school of good enough soldering. Okay, right. Turn that off. Soldering's done. Keyboard's fixed. Job's good. Let's do something I am good at. And probably wash my hands before I get lead everywhere. Hang on. See the remnants of last year's lunch on my desk. Keyboards are like time capsules for snacks. Right, put this back together. You go there? Oh no, I forgot the hardest bit. Well, first of all, getting hair out of the keyboard, that's not nice. Ugh. Keyboards are gross. I promise I'm a clean person, but... Okay, that's better. I need to get these little plastic stabilizers onto two tiny little things on here. And it basically requires like a surgeon's precision. Oh, which way round do they go? Oh no. Right, long end that way. Yeah, okay. Luckily I have an example to go from. So, long end this way. So, hook that on there. You can't see this, but I can, and I hate it. And this one goes on here. If I can do this first time, I'm buying a lottery ticket. Okay. Okay. And now all I have to do is get this keycap to sit on 3 points simultaneously that wiggle around. Wish me luck. That's one. Okay, can we wiggle this? Can we wiggle this? You know what? You're coming off. One. I can do this. I can do this. Wait, where do you stop? I need a longer screwdriver. And whoops. Oh no, let's go with this one on the end of here. Haha. Got it. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. It's just a case of putting it back together, plugging it in. Wonder if it's going to feel any different. Oh wait, what one's what? Oh no. Okay, oh, this one's this one. And then this one is this one. Yes. Right. And then we drop these through. I don't know how long it's been since I took this thing apart. And we screw some screws in. This is where I put it back together and realise something's wrong. So I will plug it in one more time and check that I haven't broken anything. Okay, one more time. Make sure this is all good. Ba 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 ba. I don't know what is that key supposed to be? Delete? Maybe? Wait, does this do it? I haven't broken this one, have I? What does this do? Oh, that might be Alt? I think it's Alt. Wait, how do you do XEV? Yeah. I think, yeah, Alt L. Whew, okay. Not broken. Working as intended. Doesn't do anything. Cool. Oh, that was scary. It says there's 3 people here. I don't know who. Hang on. Let me refresh this page as well. Okay. Put all these in finger tight. I'll tighten them up. Ah! No matter how many keyboards I buy and use, this one is still my favorite. By a long way. Almost there. Okay. Now we tighten them. Ooh. Get. Oh, wait. I can't tell if my hands are shaky from too much coffee or too little. Ooh. You always tighten opposite corners first. Gently. None of them too tight at first. These all, these ones are loose. Okay. And now I'll give them all one last little tighten, and we can get into some code. Well, I'll move some stuff out of the way first, and then, yeah. I think there's a few PRs to merge, and a big build-up of issues and attention needed on Aniseed and Conjure. And I think a bunch of Windows users as well, who are having issues with paths in Aniseed. And I don't know how I'm going to fix those, because I don't have a Windows machine that I use for code. I don't know how anyone does it, but I will try and support it. Okay. This toolkit is great as well. Every possible tool or end that you could imagine. Okay, that goes on there. Great. Didn't need this, which is nice. Could build a whole other keyboard with those and some O-rings. Right. I'm sorry, custom wooden plank. You now go in a drawer for another 3 years until this one breaks. Like, I had a custom cable meetup and custom case. This one is so much better. Right, let's get this out of the way. Dropping stuff. Okay, this could probably go in the bin. Which way around does this go? Here? No, here. I haven't used the split keyboard in I don't know how long as well. This plugs into here. And then we daisy chain from here over to here. I'll have to sort out my cables, get it a bit neat. Okay. This should be good. Let's see if I can remember how to use this keyboard. And get my desktop. So I've got okay, well that's not a great sign already, is it? And I think that's because you need to plug them both in and then plug this one in. Oh. Wait. Yeah, okay. Whew, don't scare me like that. What the hell? So this was the one that was, this was the key that was wonky. And now, it doesn't double press. Okay, great. Let's see if I can remember how to type on this thing. So enter here, under the thumb cluster. It's control on both of these, shift here, and Windows key here. Oh, you know what? I didn't invert this. What have I done? Hang on. Whee! Wait. Hold up. Hold up. Stretch this to here, and then shrink it down to scale. Wait, did that not work? Oh, I flipped this before. Flip, rotate. Aha! Aha! 180 degrees, that's what I wanted. And let's do this to this as well. Transform 180 degrees. Much better. Yeah. Can I center this one? Transform. Center horizontally. No. So if I center it horizontally, it moves off of the top. Kinda lame. Well, I can go down. Right, let's go and look at Aniseed, Conjure, Magic Kit. The issues have been piling up. And also Discord, there was something, okay, so there's a bunch of other messages that I've been getting, questions about macros, I think somebody answered those. Let's move this, Windows Shift left? Yeah. So, we have some questions here. Help me understand, why do some constructs in language accept vectors rather than lists? So I'm going to leave these questions for now. These are very specific Fennel ones. I should probably link people to like the Fennel Gitter chat thing. That's probably the best place for people to ask those questions. It was more, can I have a look at 222 on Conjure? I can indeed. So we've got lag in markdown code blocks, some other plugin. Have a look at that at some point. Conjure, we've got 222. Wait, what's 222? Did I close 222? No. Oh, pull request. Yeah, so we've got 2 pull requests. Awesome, love to see it. We have Windows parse errors. Is there a good setup for Emacs user that does not switch between insert and normal mode? Oh boy, what a question. Okay. It is going to take me a little while to get the hang of these keybinds. Right, so let's merge some stuff, first of all. So let's go into repos. Where's my tab? Oh, where's my tab? Here? No. Here? No. There? Here? Okay, it's down here. Right. CD, repos. Oracle. Conjure. And I'm using Nix, so it sets up a bunch of dependencies and things, which is always nice. So as I enter the directory, it downloads a bunch of packages. So like Guile, for example, Racket, I don't have them on my outer system, but as I change directory into this directory, it automatically installs them if I don't have them, and then cleans them up when I leave. So what have we got? Increase limit for stripping these. Yeah, that's cool. I remember talking about this one. This is just the life of an open source maintainer. Right, where are they targeting first of all? Master. Nope, wrong branch. We want develop, change base. So glad I can do that now. Right. Change master develop, increase limit. So that is going to up it to 1,000, which I discussed with them. Let's go with this. Boom. And I get 1,000 notifications. Pull. Okay. There's a lot of changes on here. And the latest commit should be merge pull request. Yes. Now I actually need to run make because I don't think they compiled the changes. Yeah. Ooh. Config lure. Yeah, that's right. So they changed config fennel, and I've just rebuilt the lure. So let's commit that. Recompile config module with higher. Oh, what's it even called? Anti-color code. Let me spell it the correct way. Higher anti-color code line limit for stripping. It's a bit wordy, but I don't care. Right, so that's that updated. HUD add border option. So yeah, we're going to get borders in HUDs because NeoVim now supports that. The border looks thing only because of my color scheme. Huh? Let's see what it was. So added documentation. Good, good, good. Conjure log HUD border. Preferred border style for the HUD. Possible values are the same as border parameter in there. Set this to none if you don't want a border. I'm going to default to single. That sounds good to me. Border or mbmg conjure HUD border. Is that how I get config? No. So I'm going to go and change this. Can I edit here? I probably can. No. I'm gonna merge it and then do it. But this should be so how I'm getting the config here. So I've got my own config system with its own way of extracting things, and I can't remember why I do it that way. But it essentially does the same as this lookup, but in a slightly better way, I would argue. Okay, so that's line 150 in log. So we're going to merge this. Oh, they compiled it as well. That's cool. Let's give it a star. Whee! Cannot merge. Why not? Develop. Everyone makes this mistake. On all of my projects, I think people just don't realize there's a develop branch. It'd be nice if you could set that in GitHub. Set a default like development branch that things go into. Right, pull. Ooh. I pulled before I pushed my commit, so I probably did a rebase there. Not the end of the world. Should we go bigger as well? Where's my plus? There we go. If anyone's there, I hope you can see that. It says 4 viewers. Right, so I want to go and change that thing in the log. Yes. It was what, line 150? And I want to yank this, and I want to change it to HUD border and default to single. So, yeah, HUD border, and I can't remember if this takes a default. Get in. It does not. So, in that case, do I do that? Do I do like a default with all these things? Maybe I don't. Oh, they're doing single there. Ah, haha. Oops. So, that's what they missed. Right. Yeah, this is where the defaults go. Cool. I don't blame people for missing things. Like, I wrote all of this and didn't document much of it, so. There you go. So, border defaults to single. Where's escape? That's not escape. Where's escape? Is this escape? Ah. Escape's in my corners. Huh. Good job, me. I can evaluate this now. I can evaluate this. Wait, does that mean I've got a border? It's a bit garish, but oh, Interesting. Do I like that? Because when I was originally thinking of implementing a border, I thought I would like not do the top and right, I would just do the... Because it was going to be in the corner, I wouldn't need the border to be like all the way around. I only need, you know, this left and bottom. Because the HUD window moves automatically, so if you're up here, it moves to the bottom right. And then I should only do left and top. And also, why doesn't it have the background color of the HUD window? That's a theming thing. I don't think I care about that so much. Except people are going to suddenly get a border in their HUD and maybe not be happy about that. But then they can turn it off. So, meh. Let's go with it for now. It's the develop branch. Okay, yeah. So I changed this. Recompile. Let's go. And I love that, like, hitting make does all this stuff, and it works basically every time. There's no flakiness to it. And I got a bunch of tests as well. For like a Vim plugin, I feel like this is pretty good. I could do more, and I need to do functional tests that run on like multiple operating systems. So try opening like a closure file. So I want a test that would do like this. Oh wait, how do I type code? I haven't typed on here. Yeah. 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 So this is running in Babashka. So we've got Babashka running here. So I'd want something that tested all of this stuff and made sure that you could evaluate things. Right, let's commit this. So we've got border, yeah, default config's recompiled, log recompiled. And you always get these diffs with the fennel and the lure. But that's fine, so commit these. And what do we do? What did I do? So I changed the way the config is looked up and added the default config, yeah. Also, if anyone knows of a Vim plugin that will show what keys I'm pressing, that would be cool. If it doesn't exist, maybe we should build it. Sweet. Okay. So that's 2 PRs merged. Wonderful. Excellent. Great. Incredible. Oh, why do I do that? So, I think probably the most pressing thing, this is interesting. I'm going to put this as a question. I mean, I think this requires the user to completely rebind things. Like, this is a like Emacs question, which is interesting, but I don't know the answer yet, so I'll leave that as a question. Oh, we get live answers. Okay. For the non-matching border, I think you can set the GUI BG of float border to match normal float. Oh, let's do it. Let's go to my config. How do I get to my config? Yeah. I haven't used this so long. Config. And then. And I want. And if you saw that, the unloading. So now I did have. So I haven't got racket here. And if I cd back, I have racket. So it's like if I'm in the directory, the program exists. If I'm not, it doesn't. Nix is cool. Right, so I want to first of all make sure this is synchronized. Let's make sure. Okay, my dot file's good. Sync. There we go. Nice. And float. Have I got float? Win. What's it called? BG. Do I set this at all? Maybe I don't. Maybe I get away with the default. Sorcery? Color scheme? Sorcery. Spell bad. Actually, you know, let's zoom out Control. Hang on, where's minus? Here, yes. Control Shift minus. There we go. I hope you can still see. Spell rare, color scheme fixes. I thought I set a window thing. Like window BG. Maybe I didn't. Don't tell me this isn't working now. There's a delay on my escape. Or my escape key is flaky as well. Uh-oh. I might be doing some more soldering at some point. Worrying. So before the lambda is... so I'm using fish shell, and I have that set with Vim mode, basically. So I'm in insert mode, now I'm in normal mode. So I can do hello world, and go into normal mode, and then jump around with Vim mappings, and visually select, delete. So yeah, and visual mode shows up as a V. I can't remember how I did this. I could try and show that. Fish. That's in another directory, but yeah, my escape key is wonky as well. Right, you are getting soldered at some point. Let's add some highlights. Is this one okay? No, this one's bad as well. Is it just my escape keys? It seems like it. Maybe both of my escape keys are wonky. Or it's something in Vim. Nope, it's the keyboard. Okay, well, fun. Right, so we want to set. What do we want to set? We want to set. You just told me. Oof. Float border to match normal float. So float border to be. Is it GUI BG equals? I don't know. Grey. Uh-oh. Okay, so that worked. But, however, black. I don't know whether I call it like light black or something. Is that a thing? No. Dark grey? No. It's gonna be one of these. So, how do I check? The way you check these colors is always so awkward. BG dark grey. GUI BG. Let's have. Oh, no. Hi. Hi. Colors. Grey. Aha. So you've got grey and grey. The American and the English spelling differ. Excellent. Yeah. This is actually being highlighted by a plugin I've got. I think I'm using hexadecimal colors there. Personally. High normal float gives you the hex. Let's give that a go then. Links to P menu. So this is what I remember having P menu set. So GUI BG is 30 30 30. Not that many. There we go. Amazing. So good. So good. That actually looks pretty nice. I would still like it to be like slightly, like it'd be nice if you could say I want only this side and this side bordered, like, but, you know, I'll still take it. It's a nice clear divide between the code. Like, I feel like it looks like an actual window. That's nice. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that for now. This is just my private .files, so I really don't need to have nice commit messages, but I think a lot of people read into them, or read into the source code at least, and take bits, which is I encourage. Okie doke. Right. So that is really cool. We're gonna have a bit more of a look at that. So, this one I need to look down and look at some point. Basically running like an extra plugin that allows you to embed languages within Markdown. Like Conjure is laggy within that, and I have no idea why. So I need to look at that at some point. So why doesn't it work on Windows? And I'm not on a Windows machine, and I don't have a Windows machine that I want to do development on. And I don't want to set up a VM. So I'm going to try and fix this without touching Windows. The other thing I could do would be to get my Circle CI to run my test suite in a Windows machine. But that sounds like an absolute nightmare as well. So I'll try and avoid that for now. Okay. So excited to use Aniseed and Conjure on Windows. Awesome. If I run the school, things explode. And the weird thing is, oh yeah, so the thing I think this is that these backslashes end up being escape characters. So it's trying to do like escape C, when of course we want, you know, double backslash C. Any ideas here will be fantastic. So maybe related to Magic Kit number 3. On a new Windows install, install Neovim using Scoop. Scoop? What's Scoop? Put Magic Kit's in at Lua and in the app data folder so Neovim can load all of it. This is lots of mysterious words for me, but I think that's fine. Parse error. This one looks more suspicious, right? // // Bad times. I thought I mostly avoided those problems, but it looks like I didn't. Check a bug on there. Looks like it has to do with path handling. I thought this was sold in Aniseed. Also, if anyone knows about like this one, please go and answer it. Like, I'm not an Emacs user. I don't understand using Vim with Emacs bindings. Like, using Vim to me, the point is the modality, and the fact that it's prevalent everywhere. So I don't know how to answer this question. Like, it seems, of course, there's people out there that this will relate to, but I'm not one of them. Yeah. I feel like this just requires like a very deep remapping of everything. I feel like this will be a painful journey of trying to make Vim behave like Emacs. Usually it's the other way around. It's just really interesting. But if anyone knows, please go chime in that thread. Okay. So ignoring that one for now, because they're probably related. Might be because FS assumes Unix paths. Let's have a look at that. FS fennel. What do I do with paths? Oh, I do. I do assume Unix paths. Oh, that's kind of crappy of me. The fact that my escape keys, neither of them work properly, is very worrying. I wonder why. I hope I didn't like break something on the board. Wait, are these ones soldered really poorly as well? No, they look fine. Huh. Maybe all the switches are dying. Oops. Oh, that's not great. Oh, it's 1337 o'clock as well in the UK. Congratulations, you're all elite. So anywhere else I do slashes? I do. This is not conductive to a happy Windows user. They like the opposite kind. Can you do that on Windows? Can you, as long as it's consistent, if you do C/foo/bar, is that fine? It's just like C/foo/bar that's bad? Right, so forward slashes are okay. It's just like, it's inconsistencies that break things. which for me means the forward slashes should be okay, but things that would break this rate would be like get current working directory, because of course this is going to return things like this. So I tried to centralize all of the file system work into this module so that in the event of things like this, like localization onto a Windows system or whatever, we would only have to change this one module and then we would get full support. And maybe that's going to pay off, you know? Maybe that's going to pay off. So workaround is use Fennel standard IO client. Okay, it's not that so much. Okay, so it works in WSL. Works in WSL. Ah, because WSL. So that's a clue, right? WSL things are going to be returned as / paths because it's Windows subsystem for Linux, so everything is going to be Linuxy paths. Nice, as they should be. So in Windows land, we're going to get backslashes. So I think that literally just means it's wherever we use things like CWD. If I grep for that, where do I use CWD? Is it basically just in or get CWD? Oh, these escape keys are going to get my nerves up me. Get CWD. So using FS, 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 docs, docs. These are all output. I don't know what file. Okay, maybe we're okay, you know. Maybe the only places we're using paths like this are here. So env is getting an environment from the environment variables. It's fine. Config.dir. Are these going to work on Windows? They're not, right? Like, how will I know? XDG config home is not going to work on Windows. So how am I going to get the config directory in Windows? Maybe I need to add another OR here. Does anyone know what the environment variable, if there is one, would be for like current home? Is there one? Can I say there's an environment variable that says the home directory of a Windows user? And they said app data? So like, how do I get that? Users mweb app data. Oh, so if home works then. Because I'm doing home/.config because this would be the XDG config. But I think it's going to be like home/app data. Okay. Okay. Split path. I'm going to assume / is for everything. And I think whenever I do get quad, which is only here. Huh. But I think, oh, this is a bit of a nightmare. Okay. So, can I get path separator? Is there a neovim or vim? When it's a bit more of an obscure search, I generally just like do vim because more stuff will turn up. So let's do vim. Get OS path separator. And we can use Lua's stuff. I think Lua has a fs.path join. Lua fs path join. That might actually be a... No. That might be a library. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, Lua doesn't come with an IO library like that. We do have libuv, which may well have support. So, this isn't what I want either. I think there's an option, or there's something. A good place to check for things is h functions. and then just kind of start searching for what you're interested in. Finder, yeah. Glob path, yeah. Meter, yeah. Path short, standard path. I wonder if there's a function I can run things through that. Probably not. Okay. So it doesn't look like there's anything obvious. Oh, $H$home windows. On MS Windows, if $home is not defined as an environment variable, then at runtime Vim will set it to the expansion of home drive home path. If home drive is not set, then home user profile. Sorry, user profile is used. That feels like a massive hack. That seems like a pretty... I mean, it's useful. Yeah, I'm glad they insulate me a little bit, but feels like a massive hack. On Unix systems, $user can be used. Is this a section on, like, differences between Windows and... No. It'd be nice if there was a section that was like, here's all the differences between Unix and Windows. In Vim at least. General OS agnostic path separator. Luckily all the Lua stuff, so Lua when you do like these dots, the reason you use a dot is partially because it looks like object access, I guess, in a C-like language, but also because these get replaced by either forward slashes or, wait, how do I do backslash? I don't even remember how I do a backslash. Oh, there we go, there it is, down here. So they get replaced by the system-specific separator, which is nice. You know, it says both should be recognized as path separators, so I think I'm going to make it so that every time I try and get a path, so like both of these, I'm going to run it through like defen Unixify path, I think, and let's get a test for that. Def test Unixify. Generate. What's this? What's this? Thanks for all the links, by the way. No, help. Path.set. Ah, interesting. But oh yeah, maybe it is easier to do it this way. Maybe it's easier to only ever if I'm inserting slashes. Yeah. I think that's probably the way to go, to be honest. Else, so what does this do? If JIT, then do this. We know we're in JIT. So it says plenary.mvim, but we know we're in JIT because it's based on Lua JIT. I suppose that could change, but I could bet good money on us never moving away from Lua JIT because I know all the differences between Lua JIT and Lua like 5.4. That would be like Armageddon of Lua packages, of Lua modules. Plugins. So this one, OS string.lua jit.os. Where's JIT come from? Do we have JIT? JIT? We do? Thanks to the magic of Conjure, we can actually just evaluate that. Okay. Okay. I'm genuinely concerned at why these escape keys don't work, though. I don't use them much, so I doubt they're both worn out. So why have both of them suddenly started being, like, kind of flaky? Maybe they are just worn down. Rusted, maybe? Okay, I'm probably going to take this logic. So if Linux, OSX, or BSD, then / otherwise this. I like this bit, and I'll leave a link to this file, because good to credit, you know. We need to convert this to Lua, and this is going to be path sep, I guess. And it's not going to be a function. it's not going to change. So it's just def once, because I can do that. Let's do def. Def once doesn't make any sense here. Def once is for stateful things. You know what? We can write a test. We can write a test. So let's go def test path sep. And I mean, I'm only testing on Linux right now, so I'm gonna be, this isn't super useful, but if I try and test it on Windows, we're actually gonna see some difference. And it's not a function, it's just that. Okay, so this should fail. Yeah, one of them failed. We expected slash but received nil. Yay! It's always nice to see a test failure. So let's rewrite this. So we're going to see this lure get rewritten into fennel. Real time. Okay, so what do we do? Let's comment this. There you go. Whoops. Almost sent my mouse flying off the table. It's a tribute. It's going to be obvious. Let's do that. This is... Right, so we want to get OS... Okay, so let the OS be string.lower of jit.os. Jit.os is Linux. String.lower of that is Linux with a lowercase l. And if... Is there a nice way to write this? I feel like there should be. Meh. Cond. We don't really have cond or case. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. Or equals Linux OS. Oh, OS is a reserved word as well. Oh well. It's fine for now. Or equals OSX. OS. Or equals BSD. OS. And then the other case is Windows. So yeah, if it's any of those, then we return /, otherwise \. Great. And then we get rid of this. I think I'm still going to run into issues. In some parts of the code, there's, I think I need to double escape \s, and I'm not doing it. Which is going to be a bit of a nightmare. Okay. Now path sep should be, yeah, cool. Go over here, run the tests, they all passed. Because we're only testing one thing. Okay, nice and simple. Might as well commit that. So recompile, lazy git. Oh, it compiles to so much slower. It's still fast, like it's only extra lines. It's all going to get like read in and turned into bytecode anyway, so I'm not concerned at all. This actually will get much more efficient when I... oh yeah, I can try that. That's a good point. Yeah, let's give it a go. Oh, if this goes wrong, I'm going to end up setting the OS to something wrong. This could break everything. Oh, I'd need to reload the code. Because it's part of a def, it's created at module load time. I'm going to leave it like this for now, since I'm not... Yeah. I'm confident that that is fine since it's a branch of an if statement. The complexity is low, and it's anything else. So, I mean, I can also do like test it in the REPL. I can't really test it in my test suite too easily without doing more contrived things in the source code to get it to work. Which I don't want to do for now. Yeah. Okay. So how do we use this? I guess like anywhere I'm using a slash, I don't think this is going to fix everything. I think we're going to run into other issues. But we're going to try it. It's probably a step in the right direction. That's all we need. So this is now the same as it was, but it's detecting the oops. It is detecting the path. So anywhere there is a slash, I'm going to replace this with path sep. I don't think this is going to fix all the problems. I feel like going full forward slash everywhere would be an easier fix, personally. But, maybe this is okay. Maybe this is okay. Are there any other forward slashes? I mean, if I search for forward slash, I'm going to get loads, aren't I? Yeah. Although, maybe there aren't that many. I could do a grep through here and look for forward slashes, I guess. I'm worried there's a bunch hiding around the place. I mean, a start would be to get this committed and say, yeah, let's just do make compile. I'm gonna get this committed and push it and say on that thread, hey look, I've made the file system module be a bit more careful. Okay. So we can go chime in there. Not that one, this one. I can't spell separators. Separators. Yep. Didoy. So I've just pushed a change to develop that uses OS aware path separators in place of the hard-coded forward slashes. The notice, was my Discord notifications confusing you? I just pushed a change to develop that uses OS aware path separators in place of the hard-coded forward slashes. Hopefully this helps, but there may be more spots to replace. I'm getting an... wait, what? I'm getting an error, too large file with Conjure, and I believe it's related to a nested aniseed file. Does anyone know how to set the file size limit over 165 kilobytes? What? I've never heard of that before. I don't know the answer right now. But Rooney over in the help channel in the Discord could do with some help if anyone knows how to raise a file system limit or file size limit in Vim, in Nearvim. Maybe they're really RAM constrained? It's probably the Fennel compiler getting loaded, but strange. Okay, that's pushed. Maybe more spots to replace. I'll keep looking if anyone can try this on Windows machine and let me know if it's any better. That'd be fantastic. Okay. Sorry for more Discord bloops. Yeah, like parse error in. So this one is something different. This is like. So this is Conjure School on Windows. You get this parse error. App data local in Conjure School Fennel 1. Invalid string. Eval buff. Eval buff. Oh, I think I know where that might be. I think that's in Aniseed. How do I? Okay. I have a hunch, and I cannot type. I'm going to learn that this is tab at some point. It's under my little finger. Okay. Okay, so I have a hunch. Doesn't feel great, but I have a hunch. Put my Fitbit back on so it can tell me to stand up and I can ignore it some more. Okay. I think I might know what's up. I think I insert a file path in eval? No, not here. Compile? Ha ha ha! Oh. So I'm inserting this string straight in, and then I'm trying to evaluate it in the Fennel compiler. And there's a bunch of literal backslashes. And they need to be double escaped? Now, do I double escape them or do I forward slash them? That is the question. Hopefully a lot of this will go away with the... I'm working on a rewrite of the module stuff. So the macros, the Conjure macros, all of these, especially this one, this beast of a function, which is, what, 77 lines long, this macro is being flattened down into a fraction of what it was. It's so much more easier, it's much easier to maintain. I'm building up like a plugin for the Fennel compiler, which is very unstable. As in the Fennel compiler plugin architecture is very unstable, but it's still better than doing this with macros. So it should be exactly the same, but I think the Lua output of Aniseed will get a lot smaller, which is nice. So it's this, I think. I think I'm double quoting inside a string. It's pretty horrible, right? I can't believe both of these are wonky. Is it all of my keys? Do I just need to completely rebuild this keyboard or build another Rogodox? The rest of them seem okay. It's like stuff up in the corners feels a bit wonky. Meh. Okay, so how do I do this? How do I do this? I could double escape backslashes. That's something I could do. So let's take this code and dump it down here, and let's say that let file name be C backslash gates backslash destroy linux.txt. Okay, I need to remember how to do this. Okay, that's slurp. Yeah, okay. So we can evaluate that, and we get some backslashes within quotes. Oh. And then they end up running through the fennel compiler as \g, so they need to be like that, I think. I'm pretty sure they need to be double escaped. Which worries me greatly. Alright then. Alright. String.g sub. I'm just gonna write the function first. G sub lua, because I can never remember how it works. Yeah, G sub function. Sounds good. Ugh. G sub O with that, so it's a pattern and then the replacement. Yeah. So let's replace backslash with backslash. Okay. Maybe that then? I'm a little bit scared, but it's only going on the develop branch so that people can try it. So this should still work. And the way I can check it's working is by doing file. Because that's what this is doing. That code is setting, it's allowing you to do this star file star syntax. So that's looking okay. And very important intermission. This makes everything better. Look at them. Okay. Okay. I think that will be enough. I think that will fix the Windows paths. Not sure how I feel about it, but let's give it a go. Thank you very much. This is, yep. Ensure backslashes are double escaped for the path variable. Okay, so I have to push this and then I need to go and recompile Conjure with that. So let's go back to Conjure, make aniseed will be recloned and compiled, and the only thing that changed was the source code of compiled and loaded. Cool. Update aniseed, ensure backslashes are double escaped for the file variable. that might fix a bunch of things as well. Whoops. Sorry about all the Discord noises. Okay. I think that's good. Is that all of the main... I've kind of got to wait for people to try that out. I think that... This one is just a question. Labels. Question? Help wanted? Good first issue? Like, anyone that knows, this isn't really specific to me. This is quite, oops, this is quite a generic question, right? So I'd like people with experience here to chime in, if they can. I will need to go in a sec. I've got to do some washing, and also I'm very hungry, so it'll be lunchtime. Maybe we can do some more later, but Windows errors with invalid strings. Maybe I fixed this. What does we fix? On Windows, turns out it's using scoop. So this is the Magic Kit one. So Magic Kit is doing some... Okay, so that's a separate error. Let's just go check in Magic Kit, which is the starter kit for Aniseed and Conjure. And have a look through some of these files. Maybe not this one. There's forward slashes. Okay. Yeah, this so macros. Is that something I do in Aniseed as well? Do I try and require in compile macros module is... Oh, that's just aniseed.macros. Oh. And I'm putting a slash on the end here. Okay. I'm spotting some problems. So... I think Conjures FS shouldn't contain path set. I think Aniseed should. I didn't realize Aniseed had an FS module. Why do I have both? So I think I need to move the test over here. Aniseed FS test, yep. And let's go get the Conjure test. Refactor, refactor, refactor. Cool, that's good. So now we have a phenyl, aniseed, FS, we have the path separator. And I can use that in... Oh, there's loads. Oh. Compile. So this one now becomes fs.pathsep, right? Yeah. Oh, auto-completion. So good. So that's now... We're now using that pathsep. That was the only one in here. Cool. Core. Nothing. Cool. You wouldn't expect that. Config-dir. Stand path function can lead to mixed path separators on Windows. We can unify them all as forward slashes. Ah, maybe I don't want that. Glob expr is used. I don't know whether that glob would be forward slashes or that one's actually fine. I think it's fine. It's stuff like this, right? Okay. So instead of unifying like that, we're going to do that, and anywhere I use slashes, such as here, will be fs.pathsep. Oops. Follow me? Follow me? This one, package path. I don't know about that one. Luda. Yeah, it's going to have to be. And we're concatenating those, so that's good. Any more forward slashes? Yeah, one there. There's a lot of these. I think the glob is okay. I think that's okay. That's a standalone thing that isn't concatenated on anything. So that should run fine. Eval, nothing in here. Got you there as well. So this should include fs and the seed.fs. Eval. Did you eval? Yep. Fennel suffix is used in runtime path. Oof. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing here. I don't know whether Lua's paths... Like, is runtime path, is it forward slashes on Windows or is it backslashes? Like, what does Windows use there? Oh, I wish I knew. Maybe I need to get a Windows VM to experiment with this thing. If somebody has Vim running on Windows, can you tell me what the runtime path looks like? Does it have backslashes in it? Does it have forward slashes? Is it a mix? I'm going to assume it will be backslashes. And in that case, I'm going to go with fs.pathsep. Why does it do that? My completion like jumps all over the place. fs.pathsep. gsub. Oh, oh, it's going to have to be here as well. Stop path. You know what? Let's shorten it a bit. Sep. fs.pathsep. See, it works there. Sometimes it jumps me all over the place, and sometimes it's fine. Sep. 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 There's a lot of seps. I need a sep of water. Okay, so that's all the forward slashes replaced in here. Hopefully the code still works, we'll find out. Here's the code defining pathsep, fine. We don't have any forward slashes here, so that's probably okay. Macros, shouldn't be any. If there are, I've done something horribly wrong. No, we're good. Nmim, nope, that's a pass-through. String, if there's anything in string as well, done something wrong. Test is fine. There's forward slashes, but those aren't paths, and These are glob paths. FN glob path. How does that work? I think that's the directory, so we probably do want... I think that'll be okay, actually. Unless... Why do different operating systems have different path separators? Who thought that was a good idea? Will glob path return forward slashes or backslashes? I don't know. Form glob on all directories and concatenate the results. Path is a comma separated list of directory names. Each directory is prepended to Explorer and expanded like with glob. A path separator is inserted when needed. To add a comma inside of it, note that on MS Windows a directory may have a trailing backslash from it. It's gonna be backslashes! It's gonna be backslashes! I want to support Windows, but you really don't make it difficult. You really don't make it easy. Right. Ugh. I suppose this is why a lot of people just don't. fs nsc.fs. Yeah, fs.path set. Is that right? Yep. And I think this is okay, but you know what? Let's just be careful. The glob is fine. That's not used for anything. That can have a forward slash in it. String match. This is now going to be... Oh, is this going to work? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. String sub. Path sep. Nope, sep. That's what I'm calling it. Sep. And this is... I'm building now a regex or an expression pattern based on a variable. The ability to comprehend this is going down and down the more I put this in. Okay, what are you upset with? Compile error. Oh, I know why. Whee! That'll do it. Okay, yep. Compiles and view doesn't use forward slashes. Okay, I think we're good. Unless I did something in here. Did I? No. 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 We're good. Thank you, pass me. FS test. What am I doing here? Oh, this is the Conjure repo. Okay, yeah. Fine. So it's compile. Test to pass. 168 assertions. And a fair bit of code change. And fs.path set. And use it anywhere I used a forward slash in a path. Push. The muscle memory of me using GP now. Like, anytime I use anyone else's terminal, I'm always like, GS, GP. And none of them work, they all throw errors. Okay, so where am I? Oh, not magic kit. I want... Actually... No, magic kit is okay, because now we'll get a newer version of Aniseed. It's Conjure that I need to... Oops. Conjure that I need to rebuild. Because... Yeah, so I need to replace path sep. So anywhere I used path sep, which is only here? No. Yeah, it's only in FS. This is now actually from AFS is conjure.aniseed.fs. And we do AFS.path sep. Wonderful. Yep. Did I use path sep anywhere else? I don't think I did. We're going to find out because it's going to throw a bunch of errors. He hopes. Okay. A bunch changed, so ConjureF has changed because I'm bringing in Aniseed's file system module, and I've deleted that existing path set. And then we went in here and we're using, oh, these are changes in Aniseed, yeah, they're the ones I just did. And then FS is recompiled, I don't care, and I deleted a test, yeah. That seems okay to me. Does it open? I can open the log, I can evaluate it, I can bring this up, I can do plus 10, 20, yeah. I mean, what else is there? This is, yeah, that's all of it. I mean, if I can open stuff and I can evaluate it and close it, cool. Let's commit again. Update Aniseed. More OS aware pathing. Is that a word? Move path sep into Aniseed. Push. Oh, that Max Overflow is my first ever subscription. So thank you so much. That has never happened before. What do I need? Like another maybe 1,000 of those and I can pay my rent? But that is massively appreciated. Thank you. That will buy me a coffee. I think, maybe. I don't know how much I actually get from that. Probably nothing. I'm guessing Amazon take most of it, but hopefully I can buy a coffee with that and it can fuel some more fixes. So, we have... yeah, that's the code we were taking that from. So all I'm really doing is going through and replacing any occurrence where there could be a chance for mixed slashes, and I'm putting in OS aware slashes. Oh yeah, you got founder, 1 month subscriber. I don't know what the founder means. Is that a founder of the channel? Maybe it is. Can I give myself my own Prime subs? Does that work? I can run a 1 minute ad break to 9 viewers. Oh, that's funny. That'd be great. Okay. Are there any more slashes? I don't know if there are. I need some Windows users to go and try this now. I need people to download the develop branch and try and open the school. I sometimes forget just how much code I wrote to get this to work how it does. Like sometimes I think about I lose sight of how much effort I put into this. I use it all day every day for all of my work and it just kind of keeps working fine. But it's only when I go and like try fix things for people that I realize just how much code there is. And I'm skimming through it right now, not out of I don't know what the word is. I'm not trying to admire my own code. I regret a lot of it, but I'm trying to find any forward slashes. Anything that looks like a path that I've forgotten about. So anywhere there's like a require or whatever. The fact that I've gone and soldered a key, so I fixed this key this morning. This one was double deleting, what's it even called? Backspace, that's the one. It was doing 2 of those, and now my escape keys are both playing up, so I probably need to resolder those at some point. But watching me solder is not impressive. So this is all, this function. This is a beast. This is the thing that, like, when I do an evaluation, it's what walks from, say, this character here, so from this E, it walks out through pairs of parentheses, hunting for the top level, and it just goes all the way out until it finds the right thing. And I've tried to make this as efficient as possible, but like to have conditional matching of parentheses and to say, oh, don't match parentheses that are inside a comment, for example, you have to like give it some Vim script, and the only way it can evaluate Lua then is to do a Lua eval, which requires a module and runs a function. Like, this is the only part of the API it gives me to be able to make like conditional things. So before I had this sort of thing, it meant that if there was some parentheses in here, inside this comment, like when I evaluated, it would look at these parentheses and go like, oh, that's part of the code. So it's aware of it now. It's careful. I've got this skip match function somewhere here. So I've got this function that actually checks, like, well, yeah, what kind of syntax is it? Like, should we consider this a parenthesis? Is the character escaped? I don't know why I was doing that. I'm sure it was for a bug. There you go. Issue 209. So issue 209, for some reason... I can't open that? Oh, wrong button. Use of parentheses as character literals break conjure eval root form. Oh yeah, look at that! The kind of things I had to work around. Like... So when you're walking out parentheses and you're not too syntax aware, of course this just looks like a parenthesis. Now this looks like an unbalanced form with a random backtick in it, backslash. Luckily all the tree sitter stuff. So if I go over to the tree sitter module, which you can turn on now in NeoVim in the latest version, we can say like, do we have tree sitter enabled in Conjur's config? Can we get a parser for the current language? So you have to make sure your tree sitter is set up to parse the language you're looking at. And then I can do stuff like, get me the parent of the node, and it's a function call. It's so much better. I can do ranges, I can do, is it a leaf node? I can get, this is the function, this is the equivalent of the one we just looked at. Like, it's night and day. Rather than walking character-wise, this is the future. And when I am sure that everyone has support of tree sitter and it's solid, I'll deprecate the old code, leave it around as a backup maybe, and move everything to tree sitter. And then we can do Python or JavaScript or whatever language has a tree sitter support. Because then like let f equals 1 is, well, it's an expression, right? You should be able to do comma ER on that, and it should be able to go, right, here's an expression, and now I'm at the root. Evaluate let f equals 1 at the REPL. So that's going to be fun when I eventually get there. But not yet. So if you want to try and tree sitter, if you're using it, oh yeah, go and look at this. If you like Julia, the language, or a person called Julia, maybe both, this little thing over here, I don't think they're working on it right now. Yeah, they're busy with other things, but they started to implement Julia support for Conjure. And then I took their, I think with their permission, I think I asked, I took their tree sitter work and adapted it to like a more general form, so it works with any Conjure client. So if you turn it on, you can write a Conjure client for a non-Lisp. It's just the default for Conjure are Lisps. Tree sitter mode doesn't know anything about parentheses. There are no parentheses in here. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Oh yeah, my UID code. It's I can generate UIDs, and I can generate what are these? Like human readable forms of UIDs in a stable way. So if I give it the same UID over and over, I get the same stable thing out. This is how I give nREPL sessions nice names. I take their UID and I create a nice name. So are there any forward slashes anymore? Let's close this. Focus. Can't answer that yet. Oh, maybe I can. So Zeta Shift was saying on a new Windows install, I installed NeoVim, put magic kits in it and there. And the error was down to the ANSI directory, compile Lua could not open file, update a local mvim Lua magic macros. I think this is fixed. I need a Windows user to confirm, but I think this is fixed. We shall see. Let's tell them. Should probably let them know. This may underscores around it. This may be fixed on develop for aniseed/conjure. You should just have to reinstall/update your plugins. I've been, I think, OS aware path separators where may have missed some, but getting closer. Or everything will work fine, and I'm extremely lucky today. Okay. Oh, that was the same issue. Yeah, that was the same issue. This one is just an enhancement, so let's mark this. I think I'm going to wrap this up in a sec, and then, oh, a pull request, hang on. Okay, hang on, this might be good. Ooh, do I want that? For me, I do want it to quit right away. Yeah, I think I'll do this as a default. So they're basically saying when they're using Magic Kit, so the starter kit for Aniseed, Neovim, Conjure, which I'm still kind of working on. Oh, hang on, door. Just a standard delivery of alcohol. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so merge this. Yes. Small thing, but if you are using Magic Kit, this will be nicer because when you run sync, it stays open, you can see what changed. So let's match that. Bop. Bop. Is this the right branch? Do I only have a main branch? Too late now. Yes, I do. Okay. I recommend checking this out if you are interested in like Conjure, Lisp, Aniseed, Neovim. This makes it easier to get everything working in one go in an opinionated way. But I've done one pass at this. I've got a bunch of stuff working. I've given you like a working setup script that bootstraps itself, all that sort of thing. But it's had one pass. Like, this needs a lot more love, and I just haven't put the time into it yet. But I want people to use it, start developing it, start like modifying it how you want it. And if you do stuff that you're like, oh, this is actually really useful and other people can benefit from it, merge it back in. Like, let's kind of grow this default for future people to use. Right, I think I will probably stop here. I want to play some Dwarf Fortress, but I'm going to go and do some chores, and then maybe, if people want me to, I can do that a bit later, or maybe another time, because Dwarf Fortress is great, and I want to show people how that works. So this is a bug, and it is help wanted, I guess. I would like help on this. I would like people that use Windows to come in and say this works or it doesn't. I think I fixed all the other path stuff, so yeah. Let's wrap this up here, and I might do this some more at some point. Hopefully. Log file, stops growth will quit. Didn't I fix this? I've been running on the develop branch and have not seen this issue. Yes. Wait, number 29 is running on Windows. Huh? I have another issue about running on Windows already? Number 29, that's ancient. Where is it? Huh? Okay, if I just click an issue and then go 29. Yeah, running on Windows. Assuming it's working until it's most definitely not. I'm guessing, yeah, that was the feedback. Okay. Well, now we know it's not working. Windows. Oh, it is closed. Okay, add border, make conjure log window, size and direction clear. This one. Just trying to address some issues, Windows related issue over in there. I'll merge and release this as soon as that's resolved. Okay. People can sit on the develop branch anyway. Like if I ever break something, you can just swap branches or whatever, or if you need a specific commit, set to a specific commit for now. I know it's not fantastic, but hey, I'm doing my best with the time I have. Right, so that should be fixed. As long as you're in develop, I leave these open just in case somebody else runs into it, so they come and see the issue and go, oh yeah, I've got that bug, that's me. And then they can swap to the develop branch and it's all fine. Everything else is just, this is the thing, there's not many bugs. I try and address bugs very fast. Enhancements I leave for a rainy day just because they take a lot of time and thought and effort and sometimes don't have a huge payoff. So it's kind of like, maybe somebody will do this for me one day. Probably not, but you know, I can dream. And then there's all like support for Common Lisp. That's an old one. I've never used Common Lisp, so I'm going to try and implement it one day, but I might get it wrong. So anyone that knows Common Lisp and a bit of Lua or Fennel, please jump in, add a client for it. Shouldn't be too difficult, I hope. Yeah, I'm not going to start anything else now. I'm going to wait and see what feedback we get from Windows users. Hopefully, I have fixed all of their problems. We will see. I'm kind of guessing. I'm gonna have one quick last pass. So hopefully, if I just avoid using path separators, that will be enough to avoid this sort of thing in the future. So anytime I see myself typing a /, I will stop. And one day I want to replace the core of Aniseed mostly with Lua Fun. If you haven't seen this, never used it, check out this library. It runs on LuaJIT really, really well, which is exactly, this is what we have inside NeoVim. We have LuaJIT. It's a functional programming library, but really well written. Much better than like my map function in Aniseed itself. So if you really need performance, and like Aniseed's convenient and small functions, they're super simple. But if they're not fast enough for you, go and grab this one. It's designed for performance, but it's very different to how my stuff works, and it's a lot more complicated under the hood, which is why I'm not using it yet. Right, yep, let's end that here. Thanks for hanging out. Tweet at me or something and poke me and be like, do that again, set a schedule if you want to see random stuff more often. I guess it motivates me to get work done. But for now, I think that's all the pressing issues addressed. I think all I wanted to do was merge these pull requests, do an attempt at fixing the Windows errors, which I've done. And this one I cannot address yet. I need to try and produce this error. But like this sounds like a bug with Vim Markdown, if anything. Wait, if I have a look at this, if I search slow. Function Markdown highlight sources seems to be slowing down Vim with a lot of big files. Markdown file over 6,000 lines, it takes half a second. I mean, there's people saying this is slow, or can be slow, at least. When working in mixed Markdown latex file, I noticed after a while performance of very basic actions like deleting a word or pasting becomes very slow. I profile Vim to see what the culprit was. It turns out to be Vim Markdown commit. This from 2015, fold expression Markdown. After just a few seconds of profiling, performance basically, was called over 100,000 times. Wow. Are there people talking about this? Set fold expression 0 to disable folding in current buffer. At runtime doesn't work. I'm gonna maybe link this to this user and say Vim Markdown folding disabled 1. Entering multiple Markdown buffer. Yeah, I'm gonna link this to them and say just like on a whim, does this fix it? Maybe it does. Oh, Vim Polyglot. What is that? Vim Polyglot, a solid language pack for Vim. Is that what they said? Polyglot. A collection of language packs for Vim. Nested. Does this do nested things? No. Let's see. And then I'm gonna go because I'm very hungry. Well, let's see if that helps them as well. That is quite enough. Cool. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go and get some stuff done. I hope I can do this again at some point. If you enjoyed it, poke me, make me do it again. And maybe we can get more and more people. And fix some more things. And maybe I can do some more code actually. At some point I want to begin a Rust project. I want to start working, I think Rust, working on a text editor / multiplayer development environment. And I'm thinking that'll be in Rust. So could kind of document my journey. That's going to be built with Rust, but like configured and managed with a Lisp, maybe Scheme, maybe Fennel, I don't know. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'll hopefully be documenting that, maybe on a stream or something. We'll see. Alright, have a great day. Bye.